What's up, everybody? As always, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to contractfortune.com so that way you can be aware of any upcoming events, most likely online, and educational opportunities that will be available to you. So again, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and subscribe to Contract Fortune. With that said, the first thing I kind of wanted to touch on is a couple of issues that were on my mind really heavy over the last couple of days. The first one being the rules and guidelines that we've been given to try to adhere to in order to, because my new word is flatten the curve. In order to flatten the curve, we'll get the virus under control. The rules that we've been given have been social distancing and shelter at home, things like that. Well, I live in South Florida. And I'm watching, I think folks are beginning to take it seriously, but I still see tons and tons of traffic out. The hotels have closed. So things look different down here. But the thing that I'm trying to express the most is the longer that we don't adhere to what the advice is to get the thing to get under control, the longer it will take for it to reach that point of, peak and then start to come down. So the more folks that are out and able to spread it from this person to this person to this person to this person and not know that they're spreading it is going to make this thing go on and on and on. The way the world looked before this started is not the way the world is going to look after this is over. I keep telling folks that now is the time to put plans in place to set yourself up for what life is going to be after this. If we're going to be quarantined, if we're going to have to stay away from each other, if we're going to have to not be able to interact as human beings are used to interacting, then when we emerge from this thing, we will have to have adapted to a new way of earning a living and living life. To me, learning the skill right now is the most important thing you can do. Whatever your skill may be, it's going to go into the second and third week. And I think the reality of what this is going to either inspire people to begin anew, whether it be start a business or find a company that already exists where they can do online work for that company, or you're just going to sit there and not do anything. I want to believe that you're going to do the first one, which is to adapt to what this is, take that computer and earn a living with it. Now, there are folks that don't have computers, and we're actually trying to work right now. We haven't done it yet. I'm hoping that I'll have some announcements in the upcoming weeks where we've started to work with, different agencies, and hopefully they'll be able to get computers to folks who otherwise might not be able to get computers. That's something that we're working on. But everyone is going to need a PC. This is what it's probably going to come to. There was a time, I forgot, I want to say like the early 2000s, where they thought at one point every house would have a PC. And it was reaching that point. I think that the majority of the households in the nation have, computers. But there are a ton of houses that don't, and folks that can't afford it. So if this is what it's going to be, we have to work from home, we need to work online, then we need to figure a way to get computers into those people's hands. And we need to make sure that they have the ability to access the internet. We need to make sure that they have the ability to access a way to earn a living. And that's something that I'm starting to truly gain a passion about, because everybody deserves to be able to make a living. Sitting and not doing nothing was never an option for me. No matter what the situation is, I'm going to always try to find a way to make ends meet. This is going to be shocking. I think I've said that numerous times. It's going to be, I don't like the word scary. I don't like the word fear. I don't like any of those words. I like the fact that you can take fear and use it, the adrenaline, to get yourself inspired and motivated to accomplish something big. But I don't want people to be afraid. take a second, as I said before, and I hope that last week was the second that you took, but take a second, breathe in, understand that, okay, this is something different. This is something new. How am I going to adapt to this? And then take the steps to adapt to it. There are going to be opportunities given to every American citizen. I can only speak for America. I would like to hope that they'll make an opportunity for everyone in the world, but I don't know. But there's going to be opportunities given to every American citizen. When those opportunities are given, whether it be the stimulus bill that they passed to get everyone, money in their pockets right away, or whatever student loan relief that they give, whatever the opportunity is, take advantage of it. You need to be on that computer every day looking for what is it that the government is going to give us the opportunity to do now. Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not a politician. I have issues with, I don't follow any government blindly. I don't follow anything blindly. But at the same time, I do know the human nature. Human nature says that folks want things to go back to the way they used to be. They want that routine. They want life to be as it was. It is not. I don't think it's ever going to be that way again. But I think that we are going to develop a routine and get some semblance of what we're used to in the United States. Take advantage of every opportunity that's available to you. If you have, your stimulus check, you have your money that the government gives. Use that to take a class. I'm not going to say every person is supposed to be a government contractor. I'm not going to say every person is supposed to be a freight broker. I feel like a freight broker, if you already have trucks, that's something that you probably would need to get into. If you are, if you like making deals, if you like, being able to have multiple ways to, take a little bit of money here, a little bit of money there, making deals. If you like making deals, then freight brokering is probably for you. But whatever whatever you like to do, whatever your hobby is, whatever you enjoy doing, you now need to try to apply that to how to earn a living. If you enjoy cooking, right? Let me give you an example. If you enjoy cooking, right now, I'm gonna say, with the way people are feeling, at least for the next few weeks, grocery delivery is going to be at an all-time high. I wish I had a thought of, Instacart or some way to make grocery delivery, because that is going to make a ton of money. That's what I'm saying when it comes to think outside of the box. I think that if you are in healthcare now, if you were in healthcare before, you're already set. But if you're somebody who didn't know what you wanted to do and you might want to go into the healthcare field, it's like enlisting in the Army to me. I feel like with what's going on, they're going to need tons of nurses. They're going to need tons of folks to be in the medical industry. It's so many opportunities that otherwise weren't there before. But you just have to find it. You have to find it. You have to get on that computer and find what it is that you think works for you and what happens for you, what's best for you. We already took 25% off. If you go to contractfortune.com, we took 25% off for the webinar because we want people to take that class. We want people to be able to have the skill of government contracting. There's going to be so many contracts. I'll give you examples right now. While I was shooting this video, there were 3 solicitations that scrolled past the screen while I was making this video. All of it was for ventilators, other medical equipment. Like medical equipment is probably going to be the bulk of government contracting right now. But these are the things that are happening, and they're quick solicitations. They're not like most solicitations that I told you in other videos. I see things in hours and minutes. So most solicitations last for about 100, maybe about 100 hours. These solicitations are only up for like 3-4 hours because the demand is so quick. And if you have a small business right now, if you were already registered with the federal, with SAM.gov, you would be able to bid on that. And because there's going to be so many of them, people that otherwise it would take them maybe 2 to 3 months to win a contract will probably win a contract in a matter of days, if not maybe a week. And I mean that sincerely, because there's such a high demand for certain items right now. Medical equipment, food is going to be one in a second. What else? I can't think of any more at the moment. Just medical equipment and food are the ones that stick out to me right at this moment. But there's going to be such a demand for it, and you'll be able to easily win solicitations. But anyway, don't sit and not do anything. Depression will set in on you if you do that. You need to be able to interact with your neighbors, right? Even if it's virtual, even if it's online, FaceTime friends, FaceTime family. But also, in addition to getting your social interaction, make sure that you are also starting to make the plan for what you're going to do for your living and how you're going to earn. Because I'm looking at it this way, and I don't know. I don't know, but I have a feeling that they'll be able to give out checks for a little bit, right? You might get 1 check, 2 check, maybe 3 check. But how long do you think the government is going to want to give out $1,200 checks? And that's the number that I've heard, so I don't know. $1,200 checks to the entire nation. They're not. It's unsustainable. So now is the time to plan. Now is the time to take a course. Now is the time to put all your make your home office. If you have a room in your house that, even in your own room, take the section of your house, and make yourself a section where you can work. Do whatever you need to do to build your new normal and your new job. If you're at home, this is your new job. Discipline yourself. The discipline of it, the focus, the routine, the consistency, all of those things are going to make you successful. Some folks are just going to sit there and they're not going to move. And that's just the reality of this, because, we've been taught for so long that get up, go to work, get up at whatever time you get up, go to work, get off, come home, cook dinner, go to sleep, get up, do it again. But it's not going to be that anymore. It's not going to be like that anymore. I don't know if it'll ever return to that. Maybe it will. For some folks, it will be that. But I don't think for the majority of folks in this world that it's going to be that. I think that for the majority of people, it's going to be home. And you're going to be forced to discipline yourself to work from home. But you'll be able to earn. You might be able to earn more of a living than you had when you were going to the office. You're going to save gas. I mean, you're still going to have to buy a ton of food. I think we're all going to be buying tons of food because there's nothing else to do but sit in the house and eat. But start to make the plans now. Start to strategize now. I have faith and I have belief that everyone is going to strategize for their families and they're going to make moves for their families. And I have faith in humanity in the sense of I believe that there are a lot of strong young men and women out here that are parents and that are single folks, that are going to make moves to better our country and better the society. So that was all I really wanted to say, was that I really think you need to start putting your plan in place. That's going to be something that I'll probably do a video on at least once a week. Don't not make a plan. Start planning. Start getting your routine and your strategy and all of that in place. Don't just sit there. Don't sit there. You're better than that. And you're better than that. And you can do it. I believe in you. You know what I mean? I want to see more entrepreneurs. I want to see more businesses, because we're going to lose a lot of businesses. So we got to replace those businesses with new businesses. So I want to see new entrepreneurs. I want to see entrepreneurs that I saw before making new businesses. We can do this. We can do it. We got this covered. So as always, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you for supporting me as much as you have. And just be safe out there. Make sure you're doing what we need to do in order to make this thing go away. The quicker, the better. I'm missing the beach and I miss going to the blue. So have a good one.